Hey guys, StampyFan129 here, and it's time for the moment everybody's been waiting for, the Q&A answer video. It's time for me to look at all the questions you submitted and see what kind of answers I have, because hopefully I can answer every single one. Yeah. User Znova asked, do the Coupling family videos. And the thing is, I think I kind of lost all motivation to continue that series, considering I do not have all the plushes yet to continue that series, and because I don't think I want to experience through all the cringy editing I've got to go through back in that era. Yeah, those videos. But the only good videos during that era were the later episodes of the Five Nights at Freddy's Plush series, which I don't think I have the motivation to continue that either because of the current role plays in Plush World that me and Asla have been doing. User Caleb Goes Yeah asks, who are the tippy top 10 villains? And yeah, we're just gonna be reviewing the villains on my side of Plush World because well, Ocelot's side has a lot more villains, and I mean a lot more. So we're just gonna be reviewing the villains on my side of Plush World mainly because yeah, because some of Ocelot's villains are really powerful. So we're just gonna be going through my side's villains, which they are. Number 10 would be Action Lord because I will decide to remake Plush Adventures and make like the entire thing. But yeah, Action Lord was defeated by Toad, so he's at number 10. Then number 9 would be Kara, because, well, not just Kara, but all of the Purple Hand Chuck E. Cheese's gang. Because, they all suck. And one of the members is now a permanent slave to Oogie Boogie, but that's besides the point. Number 8, I would have to say, would be Robbie Rotten, because, he had very little time as a villain. Number 7 goes to FNAF Sonic and his entire army of every FNAF character in existence. And oh yeah, FNAF Ultimate Custom Night is still a thing, I just haven't shown everyone the entire roster yet, because I've completed the entire roster of FNAF Ultimate Custom Night. Number 6, I would have to say, would be Dementio, because, yeah, we don't really discuss Dementio that much here in our roleplays. 5 and 4 go to Nina and Narina, 3rd place goes to Dark Highness, 2nd place goes to Betty, and of course, number 1 is Dark Lord, as he was the only villain I actually took on head-on. So, yeah. Dark Lord is a pain when he's extremely powerful. User Billy Bob asks, is it true that you and Super Ocelot have a connected universe? But if they are, why isn't Sonic the Penguin a Plush Survivor? And here's a simple solution to that. One, when Plush Survivor was starting, I did not know that our universes were connected yet until some of his previous videos. 2, because I don't have some sort of penguin plush with a scarf, because that's what Sonic the Penguin usually wears. And 3, I never just considered using Sonic the Penguin as a paper character, because 1, there wasn't really artwork for Sonic the Penguin yet, and 2, because I haven't decided on using paper character for Plush Survivor until Papyrus joined. User Black and White Boy asks, what gave you the idea of Plush Survivor, and why the name Plush Survivor? A few reasons why I decided to make Plush Survivor as a series is because 1, I was kind of inspired by Luigi Fan Quado 1's shows, Total Stuff Left Island, mainly Season 3, and then I looked back at my then the second reason, which ties into the first reason, I looked back at my older Plush shows, and you could see they weren't so good, as they all got cancelled. Well, 1 made it through an entire season, but that didn't have any sort of good editing in it. I actually had no editing at all. Then Clash of the Plushes came around, and that got cancelled on the 7th episode. Then Total Stuffed Island existed. Oh wait, I'm mentioning that show again. Nope, we're not mentioning that one. So yeah, 2 shows got cancelled. There was one I think I remember posting, but I think I forgot about. Forgot about it. And of course, that led to the conclusion of Plush Survivor. As for the name, well, I already talked about Total Stuff Island, and so many, and Clash of the Plush is already a thing. So there wasn't really any sort of shows to pinpoint a name off of. In the last show, I would say that would have thing was Survivor. So, and it acted the same thing as Total Drama. So, I decided to stick with that. And eventually, that led to the birth of Plush Survivor on October 22nd, 2017. My best friend Super Ocelot asks, explain the history / what is the Elite? The history of Plush World starts off with just, me as a, your average 5th grader. Just, having the idea, what if I made a universe where many different medias come on and live there? And so, I used the power of my imagination to create the planet that we all know as Plush World. And soon, many universes started to come into Plush World and starting settling there. Even Super Ocelot came in, and we lived a good time before we decided to make the border. But then there had to be the villains. Well, you're usually Bowser and Eggman, where your standard villains, but then Action Lord came. Action Lord decided to change all that and tried to conquer Plush World in the name of Dark Lord. And so basically that led to the introduction of the paper characters, and then they got freed after they told them some stuff. I vaguely remember, like Plush Adventures, which is why I'm going to remake that. Then after Action Lord's defeation, 2 more villains came into the picture, known as Nina and Arena. They were eventually defeated and retired and surrendered to me. Yeah. Then Dementio came, and Dementio was yada yada. He got wrecked by the Fell universe, so he decided to switch sides, which causes Fell side, and which causes Fell version to switch sides as well. Then Robbie Rotten came to the picture, and yada yada yada. He had a short time as a villain. Then Betty came in. Betty had a really long time as a villain, having the longest time as a villain being 1 year. But then she was eventually defeated in an Undertale RP live stream that I didn't make. So yeah, Betty's dead. And then finally, it all ended off with Dark Highness and Action Lord, with Dark Highness's soul, and along with Emily and Clara, the daughters of Dark Lord, eventually being consumed by Dark Lord himself to give him the ultimate power to finally stop me. But using the power of my scepter, I eventually defeated him, and now we're just have many more villains on Ocelot's side, just trying to conquer the planet or something. Yeah, good stuff. As for the Elite, after the defeation of Action Lord, I decided to make the four main heroes of Plush World, Mario, Sonic, Luigi, and Tails, as the first 4 members of the Elite. And then, as more people came, I decided to train more people. Decided to look for more people to come in and train to be part of the Elite. One of them being Frisk, then coming Hat Kid, and then we all know it's in the final few members of the Elite were Star Butterfly and Marco Diaz. And now we have a long list of questions submitted by our great person known as Carlos Guzman, a good friend from my 6th grade elementary class. So yeah, let's get into those questions, shall we? The first question being, is Bowser a bad parent? This is going to be a running gag on my channel, isn't it? Isn't it? Is Child Neglect... Well, he's both. He's both a good parent and a bad parent, because child neglect is bad. Why is a white and purple Yoshi the host of Plush Survivor? Simple answer. 1, every other Plush show I've made, it was always an OC of mine that always got has always got this spot of hosts, which you all know would be Don and Woof Woof, those two. So I decided to use some actual characters from a respected series, and so that led me to using Mint and Violet, and I tried to make their personalities more like Mew and Mewtwo's from Stuff Plus Season 3. Next question: when's Season 2? Sometime in November. Did SML inspire you to make videos? Yes, he didn't inspire me to make he inspired me to make plush videos, but the main person who inspired me to make make my YouTube channel as a whole would be obviously Stampy Longhead, because I have admired him ever since I first saw any of his videos. Is there going to be a 100 subscriber special? If I don't forget, there is going to be, because I want to celebrate the milestone that I have achieved on making 100 subscribers. Does everyone like cookies? Yes, everybody loves cookies. Who doesn't love cookies? Cookies are a great treat to have, a good doughy treat to have. Who wouldn't love some cookies? Am I the only one doing a bunch of questions? Yes. Yes, you are. Where's Papyrus, the dude I think from Undertale? Papyrus? Well, in one of the RPs, Papyrus was revealed to be inside of Gwen, but then he was eventually freed, but then causing Gwen to die yet another time, and so I had to revive her. So, yeah. Yeah, so Papyrus is alive and well. He was just inside of Gwen the entire time after his elimination. Is Plush Survivor basically Total Drama Island? Yes and no. The first 3 episodes were exactly like Total Drama Island, but by the time episode 4 came out, it started to become more like BFB, and to where viewer voting was a thing, and rejoins, and all that jazz you see in those online reality show, TV, object shows things. How many peoples are in Plush World? Over 1,000. Yes, over 1,000 citizens. Those ranging from OCs and from a respected series. Yes. Over 1,000! Why is Meta Knight evil? Remember, Meta Knight is an anti-hero, so he sometimes acts like a villain. But, I can see why you think Meta Knight's a villain, and Meta Knight's evil in Plush Survivor, because of him being a gigantic jerk. But he was just mainly a jerk, that all he wanted to do was win, so... You can't really say he's evil, but more competitive. Yeah. Why is Donald making food if he could be food? If you mean by killing and cooking him, no, nobody is that sadistic to do that. But there are predators in Plush World, so that would give you the idea too. Like predators like Gwen, Daisy, Elizabeth, and Valentina. Yeah. There are a lot of predators in Plush World. And that's why everybody hides in bunkers on the 8th of August. LOL equals... I don't know. Has Mickey Mouse ever used a mouse? Yes. Why wouldn't anyone... If you're using a computer, you obviously need a mouse. If you're using a laptop, then you can use the trackpad, but that's besides the point. Am I testing? I am testing to see if you can answer... If you want to answer all these questions. I'm going to answer every single question that you submit, Carlos Guzman. I'm going to answer every single one of them. How big is Plush World? I can't really give you a distinct size, but it's probably almost the size of Earth. So, yeah. Are Yoshis afraid of dinosaurs? Yoshis are dinosaurs. So, they would just consider them like relatives. Which reminds me, gives me an idea. Maybe Nintendo could do a crossover with Jurassic Park one day. Conspiracy theory. Why does Orange Kirby not talk? Orange Kirby, if you mean Waddle Dee, Wallaby cannot talk because Wallaby does not have a mouth. But he can still eat things via absorption. So, yeah, Wallaby cannot talk, and Orange Kirby is Waddle Dee, so, yeah. How did you make my YouTube name? How did I make my YouTube name? Well, originally it was going to be StampyFan128, but I accidentally did a typo on my old channel, and it said StampyFan129. And so I stuck with that name until my old channel's eventual deletion for unknown reasons. I think I used the issues as an excuse. I forgot, but so I decided to use my dad's Google account to make a new channel. And when Plush World became a thing, I decided to think, yeah, plush shows. So, if Plush World could have some sort of entertainment, what would it be? And so, that would eventually lead to the conclusion of StampyFan129 Plush Entertainment. Who are the heroes and who are the villains? Time to take a look at the official Plush World slide so I can remember exactly who are the villains and who are the heroes. And some who aren't exactly heroes anymore. For the heroes, we have Sonic, Mario, Tails, Turtle, Luigi, Yeti, Frisk, Knuckles, the Bear, Hat Kid, Diva, Star Butterfly, Pikachu, Marco Diaz, Circus Baby, Sergeant Knuckles, Ennard, Captain Undyne, Reaper, Basic Egg Robots, which are the police force, Plush World Turtles, Robots, the Hardboiled Heavies, and Soldier 76. Plus Team Ocelot that includes Super Ocelot, Lovely Ocelot, Seabrew 321, StampyFan 123, Mundane Pluto, Wolf Ninja, Void, Tim Lee, Super Defender, and I think Savage Player Jace is considered more or less like a villain, I think. But he did create the original Team Ocelot, so. For villains, we have Kara, Redrum, Caillou, Vaporia, Dora, Evil Ocelot, Birdman, Dark Hunter, Chloe, Red Metal Sonic, Harold, Action Lord Nina, Norina, Dementio, Robbie Rotten, Dark Highness, and Dark Lord. Who is the Monarchy? Well, the Monarchy includes yours truly and Alice Angel. The reason why Alice Angel is one of the monarchs is that she isn't really, the queen. She's just the princess, but the reason she is the princess is in one of the role plays. I made a bet with Oogie Boogie to see if she would either not be princess or not, and you would see how that turned out. I lost the bet, and now I'm stuck with Alice until she eventually dies. Which, unlikely that both of us will die, so I'm cursed to stay with Alice for the rest of my natural life in Plush World. Who is Plush Shows? I think you mean what are Plush Shows, but to answer your question, the Plush Shows would be, the average videos you see on my channel, the episodes and all that jazz. Because, it's called Plush Entertainment, so obviously there's got to be some sort of shows on there. Does Boo eat food? If so, how? Well, the thing is, because Plush World's logic does not make any sense. So, Boo can eat food, but it has to be naturalized by some sort of ghostly essence, so Boo can eat it, because Boo can only eat ghost food, and any normal mortal food will actually just phase through her body. Is it possible for more than 5 characters to move at once, not just pushing them? Sadly, no. No, it can't. It can't be possible. It can't work. Sorry. Is this the end? No. My videos will continue, and my videos will continue because I am still doing YouTube as a great hobby. And there are many more things to happen, like Plush Survivor Season 2, the eventual re-uploadation of Plush Adventures, the newer one that's actually edited, and lots more content on my channel. You just gotta stay tuned. What's 9 plus 10? it equals no stale memes allowed. Define Plush World. My definition of Plush World is a planet where many characters from different medias can come and live there, created by an who knows how old boy who has many magical abilities and can keep the living essence of the planet and everyone on it in safety, as many heroes had come to protect it and keep the well-being in the well-being is still in jeopardy, as villains could still come and trying to take over the planet. But the more good villains that there are in Plush World, the more the good that can come, and that is my definition of Plush World. I don't know if it sounded weird, but I think it did. But who really cares? And after all that, folks, that concludes the Q&A. That was a lot of good questions out there, and some that used some stale memes. Either way, thank you for the submissions, everybody, and I'll see you all later. Thank you for submitting your questions, and I will see you all in the next video when I eventually publish another video. See ya!